We as a congregation have a great sense of historical tie to our buildings and the need to not vary from that in any significant way. Obviously, by bringing technology, that's different than what was there historically. So we want to update the buildings, but doing so in a way that's true to our historical heritage. So in the Smith building, for example, it was primarily wood floors. And so there's some work to be done on subflooring on the second and third floors. But when we finish that work, we want to restore wood floors to a lot of that building, particularly in some of your key sacred rooms. That still provides you with the flexibility to put area carpet rugs as appropriate in those floors. But it gives you a real chance to go back in some ways and reinforce the historic roots of that building. The Smith building is a good place to talk about our window structures. Our windows are energy inefficient right now. A lot of the hardware doesn't work properly. But they are beautiful, and they are a very important part of our historic background. So we are looking and continue to look at the most cost-effective ways to enhance those windows, to maintain and preserve the historical heritage of those windows, which we will fully seek to do, either by reproducing, or perhaps we're looking at ways to be able to continue to use the same metal framework, yet replace some of the things we have, repair hardware and or change out some hardware consistent with the historical character, and improve our energy efficiencies, yet not change in any way the character of the building. I think in the highlights of the first floor you'll have a welcome center, and we hope to move our library area to the first floor so that we can bring truly a congregating place back. The library in our church serves as a place of, throughout the week and on Sundays, a place of great fellowship, coming together. It's a ministry. It's really what it is. So we hope to be able to accommodate that in what's now the Cunningham Room, and obviously there's a number of important functions in the Cunningham Room that we will find space for in other places in the church of equal prominence to the Cunningham Room. We also intend to have the ministerial staff move into the first and second floors of the Smith building, and our pastoral care ministers, our lead ministers, all of our ministerial staff, we intend to be there, and we will have a warm and welcoming place in the visitor center. In fact, we're taking a look at, are there some ways we can turn it into what some people euphemistically now call a Barnes and Noble type area, where people can gather throughout the week as a place of fellowship, and we think that's really attractive possibility. And the difference on the third floor is, in this I think makes our music staff very happy, is that our music staff will move their offices to the third floor, in addition to that being the obvious center of all our music activities. The other parts of our staff, and this is not in the Smith building, but just to complete potential staff moves right now, is we would look to move at this point, without having any additional phase work done beyond this campaign, moving our Christian education staff and our administrative staff folks to the third floor of the choral building, which is still in reasonable connectivity to the Smith building if you think about it in terms of being able to pass relatively quickly between those places, and gives a greater synergy in terms of having them still in close proximity to the rest of the ministerial staff than they would have if they remained in the Shetler building. In Smith, there should not be much movement of Sunday school classes. We have taken a pretty careful look at it with all these moves, and we believe there may be up to 3, possibly 4 adult Sunday school classes that will need relocation. That would be the maximum. And we have places that we are looking at and designating. Keep in mind, the Shetler building will now become available for Sunday school class area, and certainly part of what we will be putting into the Shetler building as it frees space will be areas to use for our outreach ministry, areas to use for our Christian education ministry. It will be a place that will be repurposed, but it should be no less active in terms of the good things of our ministry that are going on.